Today's episode, we tear apart the bow thruster and get into the inner workings of what's wrong. Alright, we got our new contactors for the bow thruster. Let's see if that's the problem. Always take pictures first. These aren't the same. Alright. He said something additional on them. We're going to take a look at this. Alright, so this is the first time I've gotten to see a part number on this. These I bought are SW200s. This says SW202N 260 24 volt, but it does appear to be one unit versus two. It also has these terminals on the left and right side, so I think we're going to have to buy this thing. Alright, old and new. 24 volts. Alright, this is the exact same model. Perhaps this way. So this mount is not on there, so let's get that off. Actually, do we have to get those on? I don't think we need those. Okay. So yeah, this is all rusted. I'm certainly hoping this fixes the issue, but it seems like regardless, there was an issue. Alright, so we're going to put the mounting plate from the old one on the new one. Let's look at our reference pictures and make sure these bars are all in the right place. I can't imagine that they wouldn't be, but just in case there are multiple uses here. It sits like that onto that bar. We should be good for that. Let's take this down and get it installed. I still have some kind of leak up here, and it unfortunately smells related to a toilet. But we'll look at that in a future episode. Less toilet issues, though, is preferred. We are in. Now let's look at our reference pictures here. And they go on the back post. And white is on the bottom. Alright, so if I remember correctly, it's kind of. And then red and blue. So blue pulls away. Alright, so that's going to go there. It's going to go there. Right on top. Blue on the bottom. Alright, so A2 D1 goes to this post. A2 D2 I think we have it. I was a little worried about blowing something up. Not really, but destroying something we just bought. All right, we're not there yet. You probably heard it engaged left and right, which is great. So we did definitely have an issue because the left wasn't engaging at all. But if it sounded like it was spinning, like running away a little bit, it was because it's not engaging the motor. So went back to the manual, and there is a shear pin inside of this. So we're gonna see if we can take the motor off and get down to that. So it looks like we've got Allen heads. All right, all 4 bolts are out. Does feel like it will come right up. Can I do this? So I would say that's the keyway. Can I bend this over right enough? All right, let's see if I can show you guys what I'm seeing. So the base didn't look that bad. This appears to be like a rubber boot, which is obviously degrading. And on the inside, it looks like there is a place for a drive key that is not there. So I'm going to see if I can find its remnants real quick. But I think that is the part of the problem. I think I've seen enough to look at parts. So, okay, we're going to look at parts next. I think we are going to take this up top. So there's 3 things holding it on. This control cable and the battery cables. I think it's going to be easier to seat the new rubber coupling on here. Up top, we can also give it a good inspection and all that. That I can tell. But I need to be careful not to pull these contacts out. Okay. This whole unit should be able to come up now. Especially if I don't drop it on my foot. We're gonna have to get some PB Blaster. Get that off. Woo! Alright, let's see if I can get that off with a gear puller. I do not think I can, but we can try. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to use a bigger one for that. There is a key in there. Boy, that is utterly destroyed though, isn't it? Or we can use the tools we have here, which is a Dremel, but I'm gonna be very careful not to hit that shaft. Nope, we're taking it home. All right, we are still trying to get that off. And I put some penetrating PB Blaster in there. and it's gone. So I'm wondering if it might come up now. There's definitely some corrosion in there, so I'm just trying to very gently see if I can break it loose. Not yet. So I'm going to leave some pressure on there and just see if I can let this penetrate in more. Okay, there's another hour. Let's see how we're doing here. The penetrating catalyst is going somewhere. One more pull with the impeller puller, and then we're going to take some rubber off. Nope, it's pulling through the rubber. I gotta get more of this cut off. That's gonna be the answer. Let's see if we can get this off. I did notice there appears to be a set screw right there. I'm not sure there's supposed to be a set screw on the instructions I looked at, which makes me wonder if there's a set screw on the other one, although I did look and did not find one.
So believe it or not, I do look at instructions. I went back and looked at the instructions to see why I couldn't find a set screw. Then I decided to find new instructions, which does show a set screw. I was mostly looking to see if there is one on the bottom. There is not. We still have to deal with that.
There you go. So there's our key. That one just slides right on and off. Replacement is on the way. It's interesting in here. It's not just a piece of rubber. There's a lot happening on this vulcanized rubber. So waiting on a couple more parts for the bow thruster, and hopefully we can shake that bottom bearing loose and get that resolved and get back to our house battery bank and our open source yacht project.